Hello, beautiful Wildhearts. My name is Yvonne Wildheart, and welcome to the Cycle Report for the 30th November 2020. I come to you from Jojo Wurrung Country in Central Highlands, Victoria, Australia, in the Southern Hemisphere. So as I'm filming this right now, we are just past the exact point of the full moon. So as you can see, the sun is setting behind me and the moon is rising up, and this is just no ordinary full moon. It's a special full moon eclipse, and a powerful full moon eclipse because it's almost exact, where the sun, the earth and the moon are all aligned, like exactly, which means when that happens, the sun rays, the earth's shadow blocks the sun, the moon. So the sun shines on the moon, and the earth, where its position is exact, so it casts a shadow across the moon. So we can't see the moon for however long. Sometimes it's like 30 minutes or thereabouts. So it's always moving, but there's something about full moons and full moon eclipses. So full moons usually signify full illuminations of coming, fullness, full bloom, full energy, peak energy. But with an eclipse, it's a shadow. So, it's really asking us, or it's what is showing up around us, and it might not be quite tangible yet, and it might show up at the end of this lunation cycle, which ends with another eclipse, because there's always two eclipses, full moon, dark moon, or dark moon, full moon, coinciding each other. So what is happening now might not show up for another couple of weeks, but eclipse is all about what is shining the light on the shadows. It's like, here it all is, and now we're going to give you all of it that you can't see also, so the wholeness of the picture. So it's like having night vision glasses on all of a sudden, like you're seeing it all in the light, and then it goes in the dark, and all of a sudden you see the dark side of it, the shadow side of it, but the thing is that we're being taught in our culture to fear the dark, to fear the shadows, to fear, to stepping into those parts of ourselves that, we don't want to look at. But it's actually really, really important for our growth, because when we do that, we can actually see it for what it is instead of it being hidden. We can bring it up and go, oh, is that all it is? Or, I've been worrying about this for like 6 months, and now I can see it, and now I can attend to it. And, and when we start to attend to it, and, give it, the attention that it needs, it dissipates. And so it no longer becomes in the shadows. We brought it into the light. We shined it some love and some rays. You think of shining light in, when you wake up in the morning, it's like the dawn, and you're going, oh yeah, I've just been in the darkness in the night, and now the sun is shining on me, and how good that feels. So it feels like that, that rays that hit you after a dark night, which feels bloody awesome to capture that light and to step into that light. So, to really trust what's coming up right now, and to just be tender, because when we do look at get our shadow in our faces, it can put us in very vulnerable places. But to really trust that, and to really love ourselves up and those around us, because we're all experiencing this. And just to know that, everybody is, especially this year, everybody's had their version of bigness, and, it could be different from yours, but everybody's had something that's come up that they just go, holy crap, that was humongous. And so, one, you're not alone, to know that you're not alone, and two, to know, that it's all happening for everybody else. So just to really take that moment to just take a deep breath. If someone's like rubbing you up the wrong way, or there's some wobbles around you, just go, it's okay. We're all here. breathing, and just come back and ground yourself into the earth. She is so strong and wanting to hold us. If you just look at the trees around us, they've got their roots down into the ground and their branches up into the cosmos, receiving the starlight and the moonlight and the sunlight and the nourishing water, So, I think these times when everything has been, rocky and wobbly, for not just individuals, but the whole collective, just the tender heartness that has brought for us all, and to hold yourself, and to be tender with others, I think feels like the key take home under this full moon eclipse. As I'm sitting here in the Southern Hemisphere, we are moving into the full peak energy. In the Northern Hemisphere, they're going down into the deepest part of their cycle, into the deep winter. And this is the last full moon illumination that we have between now and solstice. So for the Northern Hemisphere folk, what is fully illuminated into the double shadows, because not only is a shadow of the eclipse, but it's also a shadow of the deep darkness of moving into that underworld phase of the earth. Here in the Southern Hemisphere, it's the full illumination of the shadows in the peak, because we are stepping into the light. It's becoming, quite hot, especially down here. Even though we've had lots of rain, you can already start to see, there's bits that are starting to dry out. So there's a sucking of energy and water and nourishment and things like that. And especially when, we're being really called to come out and to do all the end of the year stuff, do the school plays and, go out and buy gifts for our loved ones and attend to parties and catch up with people. And, where we, even though these things are beautiful and wonderful, especially if you're a mother and father, if you're a parent, which is the energy of the mother and father is this peak energy, you do feel it is a stretch. It can be a real big stretch. And again, that importance of coming in, finding those tender bits in your day, early morning or this time in the evening, and just take a moment just to connect back into your roots and into your branches feels like such potent medicine, or whatever it is for you. It could be going for a walk, or it could be meditating or yoga, whatever it is. Do something once a day that's really nourishing for you, where you come back into center and connect to yourself. And I think the more we practice this on a daily basis and make it a mundane practice, it will serve us really well in our descent, because whatever's happening now will show up in our descent in 6 months' time. So just really nourishing it's like the plants that you've just sown, and you're just attending to them and watering them and making sure they're not drying out, so it's like attending to yourself, watering yourself, and just loving yourself up. So in the harvest, that you can have a bountiful harvest and not be completely smashed and wiped out. Oh, wow. So these are my words. Just a couple of things. We've got the next Invoking Inanna journey starting in January, which is an all-gendered circle. So the Temple of Inanna was visited by everyone, all genders, and it's a 19-week journey online, going down, letting go of all your things that hold you back from experiencing, unconditional love, because it's already here for you. It's just allowing yourself to feel that, and from that, stepping into your light and shining the beautiful radiance that you are. So that's starting in January, and that's online, and that's for all genders. So that's Invoking Inanna. And we do it as circles, we do it as a group. So you're not alone. You're never alone anyway, but it's good to feel that you're not alone. The Summer Solstice e-course is coming up, and check out, there's a cycle e-course, and there's lots of e-courses. So check on my website, sign up to my newsletter to keep updated. Thank you for listening. I love you. Take care.